Hi guys, how y'all doing out there in Fragrance Land on YouTube? Well, I hope. Anyways, it's time for another episode with me, Steven Sturgill, as your host, as we review scents, hopefully good ones to great ones, and sometimes not so hot ones. But I have kind of a special episode here today for us, looking at this sampler pack from the House of Mancera, Paris. Now, before I delve into the scents, which is, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, seven of some of their best examples. I'd like to talk about something that's a little intriguing, a little mysterious, and frankly, just a tad controversial. I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware of the story behind Mancera. The story goes that it was created under the auspices of a perfumer by the name of Pierre Mancera, and that he opened a boutique in Place Vendôme, where all the famous perfumery shops are, right there in the heart of Paris, like Boucheron and many, many, many. I mean, Chanel, uh, Moubisson, and many, many others. They're all located right there. I could not find any proof whatsoever that there is a Mancera boutique there. I went online, I went through Google, I went through a couple of other websites. I couldn't find an address listed anywhere either. So both of those things don't bode well for the veracity that there is this boutique Mancera in Paris. Now, I could be totally wrong. If any of you guys out there on the tube, on the net, in Paris, preferably, know that there is a boutique there, please send me proof. I don't want to just hear, oh, a friend of mine says da 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 they went. No. Send me a pic or post a pic on the web. Send some proof. I don't believe there is. And secondly, while they are obviously deeply connected to the House of Montal, in fact, they use the same nose and perfume creator for both lines. I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware of that. Uh, but here on Lucky Scent, for example, it says, quote, and I'm going to read this verbatim: Mancera was created in 2008 under the impulsion of one of the biggest perfumes distribution companies in the Gulf states, that is in the Middle East, Al Attar. And the creators of Montal perfumes have played an active role in this project. The name Mancera was imagined to work well on a global scale. Mancera's olfactory signature has been composed to please Occidental and Oriental intense perfume lovers. Indeed, the creators of Mancera wanted to father a very Occidental brand with the intensity and the best ingredients of the Arab perfumes. They gathered for Mancera the most beautiful materials, both in the composition of the perfumes and in the aesthetics, which accompanies them: oud, wood of Macassar, rosewood, saffron, leathers, lacquers, and resins. Mancera fragrances are enclosed in a very luxurious Art Deco inspired packaging. The glass bottle is custom built in the best quality of glass available by Luigi Bormioli. The box, either gold or black, shows a distinctive pattern designed by Mancera. So, here's the official blurb on Lucky Scent, and by all logical, obvious means, after having read this, there is no Pierre Mancera. That was just created as a beautiful idea. I'm not even sure there's a boutique in Paris. So, with that out of the way, let's get down to scents. After all, these are, in a sense, don't mean to play on words there, fancier bottled versions of Montal. Now, Montals are really cool, but to me, the bottles look like hairspray. They look like very fancy hairspray bottles. I'm just being quite blunt and quite honest. They're attractive, but they still look like fancy hairspray bottles, at least here in the West. In the United States, that's what they pretty much look like. They are attractive. I didn't say they weren't. Now, the bottles for Mancera, they really are extremely attractive. Some of them range from sort of wonky looking high end shampoo bottles to like high end French flasks of uh, some kind of liquor. I don't know, some kind of fantastic rum or I don't know. My mind's going blank right now. It's late at night. I apologize. But at any rate, they look like high dollar, sort of very high dollar, fancy liquor flasks. Are extremely high dollar, just to the berserk point, shampoo bottles. But at any rate, it's all about the smell. So let's get into the fragrances. We're going to start with, this is Roses Vanille, or Vanille. Roses Vanille. So this is obviously extremely rose and vanilla intense. And let me see what the stated notes are. So, got it. Here we go. I've never smelled this before, so. Okay, so what we call a fragrance breathtaking, what do they really mean? It's sumptuous, gorgeous, flowery, creamy, musky, indulgence, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so here we go. Primarily lemon, morning dew, whatever that is, rose, cedar, vanilla, sugar, and a white musk. So this is not unisex, guys. This is straight up female. Now, having said that, probably some guys get away with this, or at least if they were to blend it and layer it with something else. I know for a fact that some of the unisex fragrances have sugar, have white musk, have vanilla. So this quite easily could probably, you know, at least be layered, if not just outright be used as unisex. But anyway, so here we go. Here we go, ladies. Are you male lovers of feminine leaning fragrances? And blast this on. Okay, if I can get it to spray out. There we go. Wow. God, wow. That's just pungent vanilla. But it's a very, very creamy, very, very just gourmand vanilla. Wow. I mean, I'm like hungry, man. Give me some marshmallows. I'm vegetarian, so I can't really eat marshmallows unless they're vegan or something, or vegetarian. But most marshmallows have gelatin, obviously, which is made from cartilage of animals. Anyway, for some strange reason, maybe it smells different on skin. Not getting much lemon. I'm getting a little white musk. I'm getting next to no cedar whatsoever, and I don't even know what morning dew is supposed to smell like. It's quite possible, though, it will act differently on skin. So, oh yeah, I did not want to spray a woman's perfume on my hand, but I have to get it on here to see if it reacts differently. Okay, I did just get a hint of lemon. That's curious to me. I got the lemon on the skin, but not on the paper. That's kind of far out. I don't know why that would be. I'm trying to smell cedar now, if possible. Oh my god, wow. I did just pick it up, guys. But it's like the faintest, most organic, natural, dry essence of cedar. Like it's just barely there at the base. More than anything, though, guys, this is just a very creamy gourmand vanilla. I could absolutely picture this being layered. If you like vanilla, this is a sensational, creamy velvet vanilla. Extremely gourmand. Extremely just creamy, thick butter, soft. It's sensational. I mean, if I was a lady, I would rush out to buy this. If I was a hardcore vanilla lover, I would rush out to buy this. You know the rose in here, guys? It's it's so well rounded and composed with the other notes. It's not at all this fake, heavy, artificial, just blasting into oblivion rose that so many other, and especially cheaper perfume companies use. This is a very subtle rose that actually blends primarily so well with the vanilla that I really can't tell where one stops and the other one begins. It's literally that well blended. I mean, honestly, I think most guys could rock this. You know, and if you had to spray on a little bit more of a pepper or a musky scent to sort of blend it, or even more like grapefruit or something like that, why not? Okay, so that is a staggeringly good scent. Definitely, obviously leaning towards the feminine side, but surprisingly delicious and wearable and fragrant. So let's get on to the next one. Ladies, check it out. Again, that was Roses Vanilla, or Roses Vanille, if you can't say it. Next one up. And this is the one I've really been interested in besides one other, which I don't think is here today. Let me check. I don't want to lie about that. Yeah, the other one I'm really interested in is, I believe, is called Gold Sicily. And that is unfortunately not part of this pack. I think it was Mancera. Because they have a lot of fragrances. And this is just a small sampler pack. Where did I see that? There was a little fly insert. Where did I put that? Besides this booklet, I could swear I saw something else. Okay, I'm not seeing it. I just saw it. I don't know why I'm not seeing it now. At any rate, I'm pretty positive it's a Mancera fragrance. When I get to that, we'll take a look at it. Back to the review of Cedrat Bois. So basically cedarwood, Cedrat Bois. So here we go. I'm not even going to look at the note breakdown. I'm sure it has cedar in there. I will look at it. I'm just kidding. But let's go ahead and... Oh, wrong way. On the palm. Probably not the best place to do it, but... Okay, I'm getting lemon. Getting the cedar, but so for right now it's extremely citrusy. I think I'm going to put some over here. Okay, one more tiny blast. There we go. And while I let it vape off, I will look at the note breakdown. Okay, so this says fresh, fruity, and yet utterly masculine. This is unisex, but leaning towards the masculine. But okay, I'm not going to read all that blurb. Notes. Bergamot, lemon, black currant, cold spices. Have no idea on earth what cold spices are or is. Fruit basket. Is that an actual essence of oil? Aquatic jasmine, patchouli, sandalwood, cedar, leather, moss, white musk, and finally vanilla. This is a very interesting fragrance. I've never ever smelled a perfume quite like it. It's bright. It's citrusy. The sandalwood is very subdued. It's almost in the background. I think I'm getting just a bit of the moss and white musk. Man, vanilla's there, guys, but it's like the tiniest amount. Like it's just like a tiny essence of vanilla added to it. Jasmine, I don't know, hard to tell. Maybe the barest essence. This reminds me a little bit of some of the Hermes Eau de line with their freshies, their citrus bright freshies, but it's It's somehow strangely more floral, and at the same time, a little bit muskier. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm not really sure how to classify this fragrance. I don't know. I guess you'd be wearing it primarily in the fall and spring. Winter, not so much. I don't think so. I think it'd just be too cold. Probably wouldn't project. I don't think this would project very well in the winter, but it's quite interesting. So that didn't blow me away though, but it's very interesting. So let's move on. So the next up we have gold intensive oud or oud, however you say it. This is EDP concentration. Let's briefly read the notes. Okay, so okay, do I have the right page? Oh, I see. Okay, it wasn't showing me all of the perfumes. It was just showing me some of them. Okay. Hmm. Maybe this site doesn't have the full line. Let me back out of here and find another site that will show me more of this one. Okay, I think I just found it. So looking. Yeah, it is definitely Mancera that has the Sicily parfum that I wanted to try and check it out. They also have an oud orchid, which is supposed to be very interesting. I think did I just find it? Let's see. Oh, where is their gold collection? I think I just found it. Yes, finally. Yes. Oh, this is kind of an oldie. This was made back in '08, guys. So it's been around 10 years, and I'm barely finding out about this. Um, and I did do a little pre-research, and a couple of the websites are rating this quite highly, and some of the reviewers out there on YouTube, you know who you are definitely liking this quite a bit. Notes are, well, it has the woody accords, rose, musk, warm spices of some sort, and some kind of citrus. I'm sure there's a lot more going on there, but that's the basic breakdown. So let's get into it. I'm gonna do a skin sample. If I can get to spray, there we go. Getting quite a bit of rose in this one, which makes sense. It's one of the primary ingredients. It's almost an aquatic, metallic, herbal, something herbaceous going on in there, but it's kind of metallic. Very, very odd or unique. Very interesting. I've only ever smelt that once in a lady's perfume, albeit it was a different formulation. Very different. Wow. Okay, next up we have Oud Banier. I'm sure the notes breakdown are quite similar. Let's check that out. This is part of the Oud collection. Okay. Ooh, almost had it. Let's see. Ah, got it. Okay. This was a much newer fragrance. This was released in 2015. It is unisex. Okay, so top notes are agar wood, oud, saffron, black pepper, cardamom, and then it has some floral notes and some Madagascar vanilla, guaiac wood, and sandalwood. So it's supposed to give you this warm, freshy, powdery, spicy, oody. I was about to say musk, but it doesn't technically have musk in it. So let's get into this one, see what it's like. I'm going to spray up here near my elbow. There we go. Finally got it working to the right. These are really, really good little sprayers to be so tiny. They put a lot of product out once it reaches full pressurization. Wow. I can smell the saffron and the black pepper for sure. A little bit of the oud or oud. Strong vanilla, guys. And again, it's that creamy, silky, almost caramelly, gourmand vanilla. There's a hint of something floral. It's very subtle. And just the barest hint of cardamom. They used a really subtle concoction. I'm getting a little bit of the woodsy now coming out. I would assume from the guaiac wood. Wow. And it almost has this little hint of cinnamon. I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe just the combination, I would assume, of the vanilla, saffron, and black pepper with the cardamom probably is combining with the woods, especially the oud and the sandalwood and the guaiac, to create this kind of slight cinnamon vibe. It's very subtle, mind you. It's not at all pungent. It's a very unique scent. It almost, in a very, very bizarre way, almost smells like floral spice candy or something like that. I mean, this literally smells like something edible. I'm not kidding. Like, honestly, if my girlfriend smelled like this, game over. Game over. I mean, this smells edible. It really does. It's very interesting. Very different. Wow. Okay, so moving on. Next up, we have Oud Lemon Mint. So a little snappy freshy coming up. Okay. Where is this guy? It smells like a new type of fragrance, but I'm not. It could be old. Come on, lemon mint. Give it to me. Give me the lemon mint. Okay, yeah, it's pretty new. 2016. Okay, here we go. So, what are the notes listed? Basically, lemon, coriander, pepper, almond, mandarin orange, jasmine, patchouli, agar wood. And then the base notes, you get some leather, amber, vetiver, musk, and finally vanilla. So it's supposed to give you this sort of citrusy, aromatic, greenish, sort of oudi, patchouli. There's some nuts in there like almond and I don't know what else. So let's get into the scent. That sounds like a very, very attractive concoction. And it is unisex once again. So I'm going to spray, guys, into my right arm. At the crux of the arm and the elbow. Oh, there we go. A little too much product came out initially. Wow, that is way different than anything I have ever smelled. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's definitely getting the lemon and the coriander. And I think a little bit of orange, just a hint. Definitely some almond. I think I just barely detected some leather and some amber. Not getting much musk, quite honestly. The vanilla is extremely in the background. There's very little vanilla in this. I don't know. I know this could be burning out by now, but in a very basic sense, I'm not getting a whole lot more than kind of a zesty, orangey, with just like a hint of musk and almost like the shadow of oud without actually smelling like oud, if that makes any sense. Pepper, yeah, maybe just like 4% or something. Very, very little pepper. It's a pleasant scent. I don't think it projects very much. That's the problem with most freshies. They don't tend to project very well. Unless you do something like Davidoff did with Cool Water, that's a projection beast. I mean, to me, that was one of my earliest designer fragrances that I rocked way back in the day when it had just hit the market. And one thing about Davidoff's Cool Water concoction, even modern day batches, they seem to almost diffuse the more you sweat. Like they just give off more and more aroma as you sweat. I don't find all these modern day freshies capable of that for whatever reason. They just don't. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It kind of depends on your take. And for the fact that these are much higher dollar, obviously, maybe they're more organic. I don't know. Maybe there's not as much chemicals in there to sort of keep them on the skin, sort of in a molecularly sort of hardened state to where they kind of like melt off over longer periods of time, if that makes any sense. At any rate, it is what it is. So these are not longevity beasts, and they're definitely not going to effuse wildly and just cloy up a room. But they're more about skin sense, I think, than anything else. So this is the Black Gold. Moving right along, we only have one more after this, and I don't want this thing to take all night. It is getting quite late. So let's see, where are we? Yeah, okay, we're approaching I've got to wrap it up by the 30-minute mark, guys. So this is the Black Gold. Okay. Sorry, getting a little distracted there. Black Gold, Black Gold. Give it to me. Oh, I thought I just saw it. Let's see. Yes. Okay, guys. You men out there, this is for you. This is a man's fragrance. Para un hombre, para un señor, para un señore. Para un monsieur. So this is for men only. Technically, of course, a lot of men like to rock. I mean, a lot of women like to rock men's fragrances. We all know this, but technically, they made this just for us guys. So, what it be like? It's supposed to be an aromatic, spicy, freshy, a little bit of floral, powdery thing going on there, very woodsy. And the notes listed basically are citruses. You got some agar wood, oud, lavender, cinnamon, nutmeg, jasmine, violet, rose, some C notes, whatever that means, some patchouli, and finally rounding it out with some vetiver, some more woody notes, leather, amber, and musk. I think that's a white musk variety. So, what is the smell? Let's check it out. I'm going to spray up here. Or should I spray? I can't go there, can I? If I go there, I'll just spray on my hand right here and kind of let it kind of vape off. Again, this is Black Gold. Okay. Definitely getting the cinnamon. That's pretty cool. A little nutmeg, a little patchouli. Some violet for sure. Possibly some vetiver. There's musk there, but it's very, very little. It's very much in the background. I'm getting some jasmine. I don't personally smell much oud, guys. Maybe it's just because right now I'm just being blasted with so many sort of strong, spicy citruses that it's just sort of muting the type of agar wood that they used. It's very pleasant. It's very pleasant. There is some woodsy notes there. I'm not sure what they are, but there's this little sort of cedary type essence in the background. There is almost this hint of something like a salty sea, but not nearly as pronounced in some of the niche fragrances that are actually called like sea salt or things like that. Nowhere near that powerful, but there's just this hint of something kind of like that in there. I would almost swear. Oh, there is some rose in here. I was just getting rose. Yeah, okay, there's some rose. Not getting a lot of leather, guys. I may be missing that note entirely. I'm not getting the leather. I'm getting very little oud. Maybe that's something that comes out on slower, longer dry downs. I don't know. I'm just telling you the honest to God truth. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting much vetiver either. Quite frankly, this is not a very green fragrance. Anyways, it's very interesting, but at least to my nose, it smells a little bit more feminine than masculine, just to my sensibility. I'm part Italian. I'm also part French, also part Spaniard, and part Mexican. Well, I'm part a lot of things. I'm also part Scottish, Irish, and English, and actually part Native American as well. I think the Chickasaw tribe. I'm not 100% sure. But at any rate, Yep, that's about it, guys. I wish I could detect those other notes in there, but I'm just not picking them up. So we need to hurry it along. I need to wrap this thing up. And let's see. Finally, last but not least, Pearl EDP, which I'm assuming is a female only fragrance. I'm not 100% sure. I would not think that the name Pearl is a very masculine name. Could be wrong. Let's check it out. I've never ever seen or smelled this fragrance before. Yep, as I guessed, it is for ladies only. So, bergamot, fig, green apple, white peach, rose, Egyptian jasmine, violet, and finally ambergris or ambergris and white musk. Sounds like a pretty intriguing blend. It could almost be for a masculine scent. I'm going to try paper first. Bam. Ooh. What in the world did I just smell? Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my God, that's crazy. Guys, I'm getting massive, just reams of rose, the white peach, the much green apple, and bergamot. So it's like this fresh, when you break a green apple open. Just a hint of violet. The white musk is there, but it's very in the background. It's very soft and subdued. The ambergris, I guess, it seems to be married maybe too well to the musk. But that fig and green apple is just, and the peach, oh my God, the peach just soared to the front. That is crazy. I have never, ever in my entire life on this planet smelled what smells like a real organic peach right here in my hand. Like a peach that's basically at room temp, so it gets time to sort of start diffusing off and you can smell it better. That is crazy. Especially when you cut one and you open the peel. That's almost exactly what this smells like, mixed in, albeit with a little bit of green apple and fig and bergamot and rose and jasmine and violet and white musk and ambergris. But I would honestly say this is peach dominant. But there is a lot of the rose and fig and bergamot, and especially the green apple is pretty much the second most dominant note. There is the rose, and I do smell the white musk. This is very intriguing, guys, ladies. This is fantastic. This is extremely unique and organic smelling, not synthetic at all. This is cray. Oh my word, that smells like a real peach mixed in, albeit with some of those other notes, but that's crazy. That I have no words. That's just beyond belief. It doesn't, you can really tell that if you, because I have smelled a couple that had peach cheapies, some of the cheapies for 18 to 25-year-old women. And those are just very like syrupy, candy, cheapy. They just smell kind of drugstore. This is the total opposite end of the spectrum. It just smells absolutely real, and to me, that's really the definition of organic when we're talking about aromas and perfumes. So until next time, guys, thank you for joining me. Sorry this ran so long, but we had 7 fragrances to cover, and I wanted to give them each their due. So I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Again, if any of you guys out there know about the reality as to whether Mancera has a boutique in Place de Vendôme in Paris, hit me up a link, a picture, email me, text me, post something on the web, and let me know where I can find that. I also have no proof, and I also went to Wikipedia, and there is no proof of a person by the name of Pierre Montal. I mean, excuse me, Pierre Mancera, rather, ever having existed in today's era. So I think that could just be a marketing ploy. Hate to say it, but awesome fragrances, guys. And at the end of the day, that's what counts. That's what matters. Yeah, so that's about it. Also, if you liked and you want to watch more, please subscribe and hit the bell. And if you didn't like, that's fine. Hopefully, more people will like, but I hope you do. And I'm trying my best here, guys. I do want to work on getting a new background soon, or maybe just relocating the camera to a different room with a slightly fancier backdrop. We'll see. I'm brand new to this, so bear with me as I work out the wrinkles and crinkles. Until next time, you know what I like to say. Spray well, spray often, and live life on your terms, not someone else's. Until next time, guys. Peace.